And now I invite to podium Professor Dr. Arshad Ahmad, Vice Chancellor of Lahore University of Management Sciences, to deliver his keynote speech.
Dr. Afaq, Chancellor and Chair, Dr. Shakil Ahmad Khan, Vice Chancellor, Muhammad Abbas, COO, board members, beloved teachers, parents, and dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for your kind invitation. This, of course, is a historic day for Salim Habib University, and we celebrate its very first convocation. It's also a very special day for your teachers and staff, and most of all, your parents who have helped you to get here. So my sincere congratulations to each one of you on this very special day. Most of all, of course, we should all be applauding our students and everyone who supported their journey to this amazing graduation. Congratulations. I have to tell you that today is also a special day, a special homecoming for me, because I was born in Karachi. I went to schools in Karachi, and these schools gave me two very important gifts that I will be forever grateful for. One was the gift of curiosity, and the other was the gift of optimism. I believe that curiosity is the fuel that drives our learning and builds our expertise. Optimism is closely related to opportunity, because every challenge comes with solutions that are just waiting to happen. Every obstacle comes with an opportunity that are again waiting to be identified. Today, for many students, these gifts of curiosity and optimism are being overshadowed by a pressure, a different kind of pressure to get high marks at any cost. Grade inflation has become an obsession in many institutions. Parents are sometimes spending more on tutors than they are on fees. But let me tell you a secret. When I look back in my time at university, I will confess I only had average grades. Some were very good, some were not so good. I was an average student. Grades never defined me, but I did work hard, and I loved to play sports. That is when I realized that a lot of learning takes place outside the classroom as well, from your peers and from all those extracurricular activities that you have been involved in. So today we celebrate the culmination of your hard work, a defining moment for you as you look back to your university experience. One lesson is that learning will not end when you graduate. And tomorrow, you will face a new reality and new challenges. And many of you, as you think about your future, you are going to be influenced by others around you. You must reflect on these influencers, and you must seek advice from those you trust. A lot of you may choose conventional jobs in a company. Some of you may be thinking of starting up your own company, or perhaps joining a social enterprise, or work even in the civil service. Many, however, are being told about the jobs of the future in information technology, in artificial intelligence, and in big data, because all of these new technologies are rapidly changing the nature of our work. But I'm here to tell you that the truth at this stage in your journey ahead is that any job that you get in any of the sectors that I mentioned are perfectly okay. And there's a reason for that. And that is because in developing your career, which will unfold in maybe 3 or 4 decades, 40, 50 years ahead of you, you must first answer some other important questions. And those questions really have to do with your mindset. Do you have a fixed mindset, or do you have a growth mindset? If you avoid challenges, if you ignore feedback, if you are threatened by other people's success, you have a fixed mindset. If you embrace challenges, if you learn from criticism, if you find lessons in other people's success, you have a growth mindset. But let me ask you another question. I want you to think about this for at least a few seconds. Would you rather invent things, or would you rather change things? Think about that. Let me explain what I mean by this question. I'll tell you a little story about a farmer's son who turned out to be one of the most important inventors in the last 200 years. And I don't think you've ever heard of him. His name is Nicholas Otto. In 1876, he invented the combustion engine. You know, but for many, many years, Otto's invention was just sitting on a shelf. Nobody looked at it, nobody did anything with it for years and years, until another man by the name of Carl Benz, after which Mercedes-Benz is named, translated the invention into practice and developed the world's first automobile. And then many years later, another man who we have all heard about, the name of Henry Ford, took Carl Benz's work and then scaled that invention and showed us how to mass produce cars. Now you can understand mass production of cars completely changed the way of the world, and in fact, it continues to have a profound change in our lives. Think about the design of our cities. Think about the politics of oil. Think about, and young generations are certainly thinking about this, think about climate change. Cars are playing a role in that as well, whether they are conventional cars or electric cars. So the main point I'm trying to make is that the world you inherit has no shortage of engines. In fact, I'm drawn to the roots of Salim Habib University, which focused and continues to focus on science and on health. And if you think about great inventions in health, they also kind of followed the same course. So for example, you've all heard of Alexander Fleming, and he accidentally discovered the world's first antibiotic. He revolutionized how to combat deadly bacteria, but it took many decades before 2 other scientists produced penicillin for mass distribution, which of course has ended up saving millions and millions of future lives. Yes, there are many inventions, and yes, those inventors in you should think about your invention. There are a lot of good ideas out there as well. The shortages, however, are that we don't have enough change makers, like a Benz or a Ford, who put ideas into practice to change lives. You might say, you're giving me examples of the West. Tell me about the global South. And let me tell you, there are even more opportunities here in a country like Pakistan, where you can put ideas into practice. The impact of these ideas is enormous on our communities and our nation building. and we desperately need change makers. For example, at the time the first car was invented, there were people here who were laying the foundations for Karachi's development. And at around the same time, another revolutionary figure laid the foundations of great institutions in Pakistan, including people like Sir Ganga Ram, who left us with a hydroelectric dam, a hospital, a museum, HSN College, and much more, which is why he's regarded as the father of modern Lahore. And as you know, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the great Qaid-e-Azam, born in Karachi, was the most influential change maker our country has ever seen. Change makers appear in all walks of life. I personally see them in 50 different countries and in, of course, our own country for the 17,000 graduates that have come out of the Lahore University of Management Sciences. You can take a good idea and create an impact which could strengthen the place that you're going to work in, the community that you're going to serve, and all of us must build Pakistan together. I think, graduates, you are in a unique position to find solutions to many issues the society is facing every single day. Focus your effort on doing what you can every single day to improve the lives of your immediate families and the lives of those around you. And as you embark into the next phase, I encourage you to be optimistic. You have all the skills, tools, and attributes for success. And as you go into the world today, know that your employers value most a strong work ethic, something that has been encouraged during your years at Salim Habib University. They want people who demonstrate integrity, something which your university has instilled in you as well. Punctuality, respect, patience, empathy. These are timeless characteristics that will always serve you well. But you know, the world needs more than just good habits. Employers also want you to get things done. They want you to be able to think on your feet and solve problems. So whether you decide to work as part of a large and established organization or a small one, or you decide to do your own startup or engage in civic activism, I want to share my sincere hopes for all of you. I hope you will build better cultures of quality. The famous Steve Jobs once said, quote, "Be a yardstick of quality." Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected, unquote. Quality shines not only through the knowledge you pursue, but also the company that you keep, the ways you help others, and in the character that you build. I hope that you will walk out onto the world and make quality your hallmark. Graduates, you are leaving here as educated citizens who are destined to play a pivotal role in shaping the future. I urge you to embrace your full potential and work for the greater good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to celebrate your achievements with you today. Congratulations, and thank you very much.